Hey there, Creatiq team. It's Peter here, back for another Monday Motivation. Today is Monday, the 12th of, I was almost going to say December. No, not yet. Thankfully not. The 12th of October. So we're halfway through October already, almost. And back for another Monday Motivation, of course. So I'm going to give you a quick little update on where we are at with Creatiq. And then I will go into our weekly Monday Motivation topic. So where are we at with Creatiq? I'll give you a quick update on COFIT. So with COFIT, we are about halfway through launching the official website. The designs are all done. We just need to actually get it into build mode and put it out there. In the meantime though, that website is not only for consumers, but it's also for businesses. In the meantime though, we are working on a brochure for us to do some outreach to businesses in local areas. So we are halfway through the design process, which includes the copywriting. We should be getting the designs back by the end of this week and hopefully going to print by early next week. And so we'll be starting our outreach to local businesses here in Sydney first, and potentially our partner in Melbourne. And then once we have a few businesses online, we already have a few, but once we have a more substantial amount that we can start marketing to the consumers who we're calling the patrons, then we'll begin our patron journey at that stage. So slowly but surely, we're making our way over to the COFIT expedition. So aside from COFIT, we also have our Amplify program, which is just about finished. We're just polishing up our programs or our packages for Amplify, and that is pretty much almost set to go. So things are getting really exciting, and definitely we are feeling that crunch because we're nearing the end of the year. So we're excited about I'm excited about having these projects launched by the end of the year, which was our goal, and that's great. So on to this week's Monday Motivation topic. This week's topic is a topic that is actually, I find, very, very profound and very fundamental, but very easy as well. I wish it was something that I'd implemented a long, long time ago. I didn't implement it until 2012. So this week's topic is values. So what are values? Values are just the basic and fundamental principles that guide your beliefs and therefore guide your actions. And this could apply once again to your personal life and also to your professional life. So values, I find, are extremely handy and once again very fundamental, because for me, anything that I take on, whether it's a personal relationship, friends, whether it's a personal project, or even on the business side, a client, a project, an initiative, I make sure that those items conform to the values that I have set out, because the values, once again, as I mentioned earlier, are the fundamental principles that will guide that project. So the values, in a sense, are really just the root of anything. And if we don't have these values defined very easily, we can see that a project or relationships or so on just becomes unsustainable in a way. Not in a way, it actually does become unsustainable. I can go through a number of projects that actually ended up not launching because they actually clearly did not follow the values that I had set out for myself. So what are my values? My values is, I have it broken down to an acronym called HAIL, H-A-I-L, and that stands for honor, authenticity, integrity, and love. And just for the record, I actually adopted those values from somebody else's, from a TED Talk, because those values clearly outlined my values. I had different values set at the time, but when I saw the TED Talk, I was like, actually, that really just boils down all of my values to a fundamental level, so I adopted them. Feel free to adopt them yourself or add some other values to your own set. A couple other values that I found are very important to me as well: time and also energy. So that doesn't make quite the sexy acronym word like HAIL does, but those are two additional values that I truly value. So I want to implore you and also invite you to just do some, if you haven't already anyway, take some time out to just do some research and some study and some thinking to figure out what your values actually are to you. And just have them written down and go over them every once in a while and just apply them to every area in your life, whether it's personally or professionally. Because what this will do is really just help you to, number one, weed out anything that doesn't align with your values. So that's going to save you time, energy, and emotions down the road. And number two, it's going to really just anchor what you're building and what you're creating very strongly and more sustainably, so that you'll actually be really motivated to see whatever project, initiative, endeavor, or relationship through, because it's all anchored there in your values. So I hope that helps. I wanted to share that with you today, and I wish you all the best on your journey to find and define your values if you haven't already. If you have, definitely a big congratulations to you, because not a lot of people have. And like I said, I didn't really explore mine or define mine until I started my personal and professional development journey back in 2012. And life really changed at that time because it's just such a fundamental element to have in your life. So that's it from me here for today. I'm wishing you an awesome week ahead, and I will speak with you all soon. Ciao, bye-bye.